Hey guys, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. My name is Jessica, and this is going to be the general reading for the week of July the 8th through July the 14th. Again, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone, so please keep that in mind when you watch this. There are a few things I'm going to point out, like I normally do when I do my readings. Timing is fluid, so this could apply during the time you watch this, prior to, or after watching the video. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check back later, and maybe one of my other readings will. Another thing I want to point out, guys, is I do cuss at times, so if you do not like cuss words, I would highly suggest to not watch this video, because I do use decks sometimes that might have cussing in them. I also cuss at times. I'm going to talk to you exactly the way that I would normally talk to my friends. So another thing is I read in energy. I do not read based on sexes. So if at any point when I'm reading this reading and it has he or she involved in it, know that it could apply to anyone in any way. It's based on an energy. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do want to apologize that I didn't get to do last week's reading. I had a really hectic week and had crazy stuff going on. So I apologize about that, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already pulled the cards, I've sat with them and meditated and did my normal spill that I usually do prior to doing my readings. So the first card that we got for this week, guys, it says protect the wild and the green. So this is saying that things that are in nature, animals, plants, trees, things like that, that by protecting them, you're going to help yourself. So maybe there's something that's going on around you at this time that has you kind of just upset or not feeling 100% like okay with. This could be also like maybe something that you have that somebody is trying to encroach on and take away from you. That right now you need to make sure that you're protecting your wild side. You're protecting yourself and the things that make you feel alive and free. By not doing so, maybe it's causing you to feel a lot of conflict, a lot of upset times, things like that. The second card that we have is respect your boundaries. So this card, I want to point out there's a dragon on here. The other card had a fairy that has a sword ready to fight. So both of these are very powerful beings. So respect your boundaries. Make sure that you are letting people know, hey, look, I'm not okay with what you're doing. Hey, like you might want to do it this way, but this is the way that I would like to have it done. And maybe just be true to yourself. Don't allow people to bully you or take over or try to cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do because you're upset. Is kind of what I'm gathering here. You have a lot of power within you, a lot of energy within you right now, and maybe somebody's trying to push that boundary and push those limits, and it's causing you a lot of conflict and things that just aren't stable and easy right now in your life. Make sure that whatever's going on that you are putting down. I'm also wearing a dragon, of course, Khaleesi, but anyways, it's more about you making sure that you let other people know that, hey, look, I don't appreciate the way you're treating me. I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me, the things that you're doing, whatever the case may be. You need to put that out there, because if you don't, I think people are going to continue to push those limits, push those boundaries for you. We also just now started in the Mercury retrograde. Sorry guys, we did. So Mercury retrograde is a very stressful time at times. There's a lot of communication breakdowns, computers breakdowns, electronics act all weird, cars, all kinds of shit could happen. And people are kind of antsy because the energy is just kind of not in flow. But you can use this to your advantage to step back away from things and not make any major decisions. Take your time with analyzing things, looking at the whole situation before you move forward in any certain direction. Now is not a good time to make any big purchases, any big choices, any major life-changing things. It's a time to sit still and wait until after this time period ends. So I believe we will be in this energy until the end of July, but it does have residual that continues on for about another 2 weeks. So I would not make any major decisions or purchases, just saying from a Mercury retrograde standpoint, until you know, probably after that second week in August. Just being honest with you guys, you don't have to listen to me, but you might regret it if you don't. Just saying. I've had my experiences where I didn't listen and heed that warning and, you know, make sure that I was paying attention to the cycles of what's going on as far as energy wise, and I've regretted it. Also, another thing I want to point out here, you might have people resurfacing from your past. This could be past lovers, past friends, whatever, people that you kind of cut a tie with, and now they're trying to come back in, and you're going to have to like lay your lines down and your boundaries down so these people know not to overstep that, not to continue to push those limits and limitations that you might have put on that relationship. The third card that we have is you were born to create. So this is talking about, you know, you need to make sure that you're honoring yourself, that you're honoring the passions that you have within you. Don't let other people take away from you the things that make you happy, the things that bring you abundance, that make you feel alive in your life. So now is a time to focus in on what you want to do and how you can create the things that make you happy, that make you passionate, that make you feel alive. Whether these other people accept it or not, whether they like it or not, fuck them. You got to do what's best for you. Let's be real here, okay? I'm here to talk to you, not to talk to them. Okay, so I might have a different message for them. But you need to honor yourself. And if you're in some type of situation where somebody's trying to keep you trapped in a situation where you're not able to be wild and free and abundant and, you know, just living your life to your fullest potential, you need to put down these boundaries and start creating the life and the things that you want around you. Not allowing yourself to get stuck in situations that bring you like heartache and bring you just a bunch of turmoil and chaos and shit. It's a time for you to realize, hey, look, I'm not okay with this, so I need to make some changes, and you to start implying and putting those changes into action. Maybe slowly in steps at first, and then once you start, you know, with your foundation that you put down of what you want to do, start going from there. But don't make any major leaps right now. Don't sign contracts, whatever the case may be. Be aware of that, because usually things that happen under this time have a lot of issues, like, you know, a lot of things that don't go smoothly, especially in relationships. I'm going to be 100% honest on that one. So then the fourth card, if I could think, I can't count today. You see this? The fourth card that we have is winning. So this is saying that what you are doing, you are on the right track. You are going the right way. You are doing what it is that needs to be done. And you need to realize that. Maybe it doesn't seem so fruitful or so prosperous at this moment, but it is going to be. Things take time. Things take effort. They take attention and nurturing to be able to get to where you want it to be. You are winning here. You are going to win in this situation. You are going to go to a higher level and attain what it is that you want to attain. But you need to maintain other things and situations and balance in the situation to make it happen the way that you want it to. The fifth card that we have is Ask a Fucking Expert. So it's saying that, look, if there's something that you don't really know about and you're trying to figure out and you can't figure it out for yourself, go ask someone that knows about it. Who better than someone that is an expert in that field, in that situation, in that kind of scenario, whatever the case may be, who better than to ask than someone such as that? Sometimes we don't like to ask. Sometimes we want to think that we know everything, but nobody can absolutely know every single thing all the time, okay? So that's something I want to point out to you. It's hard to admit that we need help at times, but this is a time where you're going to need help to get you to be able to create what it is that you're trying to create. You don't know all the answers. Just like I said, the Mercury retrograde is all about rethinking, reevaluating, rejudging situations. So by you getting input from someone that knows about whatever it is that's going on in your life or whatever you're trying to do, you're going to be able to find out more information that you weren't aware of before and sit and think on that before you jump in any different direction, okay? So, guys, I'm going to show you the decks that we're using today. The first one is the Messenger Oracle. And then the second is the Rebel deck. Okay, the Rebel deck does cuss, So that's why I pointed all that out. I cuss too, so I love this deck because it's very blunt and it just tells you what you need to hear at that time. So for the first card, protect the wild and green, guys. It says, you're a guardian of the earth and all who share it. The trees, the animals, the birds, the insects, and the inhabitants of the ocean blue. It's time to play an active role in protecting and preserving the wild and green by being aware of and limiting your impact upon the natural world. This world is not yours to possess. It's a gift given to you and your children. Tread gently. Tread with care and walk with love. Remember, your relationship with the world is symbiotic and symbolic to you. So what it's saying is that maybe there's things that are going on around you that you're not okay with, or maybe you're out of balance with nature and things that are going on around you, and you need to bring that back in, bring that balance. Start grounding yourself more, spending time out in nature, spending time with animals and things like that that might need your help. You know, maybe doing beach cleanups or something like that, gardening, doing whatever you can to help the environment, which will in turn help you because it's going to help you stay grounded in this turmoil and these things that you have going on this week. So then the second card that we have is respect your boundaries. I am so sorry, guys. I have not been feeling good. My allergies are kind of crazy right now. My eyes are like burning and I'm just not having the best of mornings, but it's okay. It's all okay. So it says, others will not respect the emotional boundaries that you set within your relationship if you do not respect them yourself. Know yourself. Love yourself. If you do not accord yourself with the same care that you desire from others, then you will not be shown that care towards yourself. If you do not honor your own truths and dreams, then nobody else will either. Honor yourself by treating yourself with the same care in the same manner that you wish others to treat you. So it's saying that right now, like by your example, people are going to learn how to treat you. And if you're treating yourself like shit, pretty much, and you're not doing the things that make you happy and you're not honoring yourself, you're going to cause yourself a lot of issues. But also other people are just going to be like, fuck it, why do I have to treat them better? They don't treat themselves good. They don't treat others good. So be an example of what it is that you wish to see in your life. And by doing that, others are going to take your lead and start acting the same as well. Okay? So you have to set those boundaries and you have to start honoring yourself more and loving yourself and taking the time out for yourself. You might be stressed out. You might have a million bills. You might have a million things that you're dedicated to and that consume your time. But if you're not focusing on loving yourself and you're giving everybody else of yourself, then you're just going to deplete your resources, your spirit, you know, like everything in your life. So it's a time for you to be honest with yourself and love yourself more, okay? I have that problem too. I have a problem where I want to help all these people and all these things, and everybody takes, and there's times that I don't get back what I need in return, and it depletes me and it makes me burned out. So you might be going through that this week is kind of what I'm picking up on. The third card that we have is you were born to create. It says you were blessed with the ability to create with thought, intention, action, and emotion. Be conscious of your power and aware of what your actions and reactions create with and around you. Cherish this gift and use it with both a wise and productive manner. Create beauty and inspire a desire within others to do the same. Create a future that both fulfills and delights. Do what you were born to do. So by you taking the lead and by you taking control of this situation and starting to embody what it is that you want to have in your life or who you want to be in your life, you are going to lead an example and others are going to see that. You're going to inspire others, but also you're going to make your life better. You're going to make things easier for yourself by doing what you love. The more that you honor yourself, the more that you love yourself, the easier things are going to get for you. Then we have the fourth card, winning. So it says, you got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. So it's telling you that you need to be aware that even though things may not be exactly how you want them to be, you do have good things going on in your life. You need to acknowledge that, appreciate that, so that you don't fuck up what you got going on. I mean, I don't know how more blunt it can be than that. Then the 5th card that you have, ask a fucking expert. It says, don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. I love this deck so much, guys. It's the funniest shit ever. Okay, so you know what? Sometimes we want our friends to help us and we'll ask them and run things past them. But let's be honest, they don't always know everything. So if there's something going on that you need help with and your friends like giving you advice or your family's giving you advice or whatever the case may be, you're researching shit on Google, you need to get a higher level of expertise into this situation. So my suggestion would be is like if you're going through something where you're trying to open a business, if you're trying to move out, you know, you're trying to buy a new car, something that you're doing right now, you're going to need an expert to help you with. And this expert could be like an actual professional, or it could be you seeking out creators' help, your angels' help, your guides' help. That's kind of what I'm picking up here is like if you're not going through something where you need a legal advice or something like that as far as business, you need to like trust in creator more and call on your angels and guides to help you, because you know what, your friends and your family and all these shit on the internet could say whatever, but they're not going to know as much as your angels, your guides, and creator would. So guys, make sure that you are representing yourself correctly, that you're not allowing people to take advantage of you and treat you poorly. Set your boundaries. Let people know that, look, man, that's not okay. I'm not going to accept that, you know, and start doing what it is that makes you happy. People may not like it that you're taking back your control and you're taking back your power and taking back your time and energy, but you need to do what's best for you, because if you keep giving all this to other people, they're going to continue to take and deplete you, is kind of what this is saying. Then it's saying that you're winning. Keep in mind that, you know, shit may not be exactly how you want it to be, but you are winning. Things are getting better. Things are improving. You just have to kind of retorque everything right now and see it for what it is before you move to that next phase. Then it's saying for you to ask an expert. So whether this is an actual professional that you need to call in, or it's, you know, creator, source, the universe, ask for their help so that it's able to make this more clear to you and easier for you to get to the resolution of what it is that you're trying to do at this time. So guys, I hope that all this helps you. I hope that it made sense. Again, if it didn't resonate, please check back with me. Also, if you did like it, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel on Facebook and also on YouTube. That is very important for me to know, like, who likes this, who doesn't like it, whatever the case may be. If you have any suggestions for me for upcoming reads and things in the future, please let me know. I am trying my damnedest to get out the readings for the monthly, for the love readings as well. I'm working on that, guys. Please be patient with me. I've had so much craziness happening in my life. Believe me, I'm having to set some damn boundaries too. But I love you guys. I'm sending you my love and light. I hope you have a great week. As always, I'm always here if you need me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.